It is one of the best clubs, if not the best club in the world right now.
Lewandowski goes for goal. Lewandowski scores. Short.
Winning 4-1 against Bayern and 4-0 against Real Madrid in just 1 week.
Baldi with a cross. Lewandowski with a header. It's 2.
Of course, I'm talking about FC Barcelona.
Rafinha! Rafinha!
But how did they manage to pull this off, and what are the reasons for Barca's comeback? This video will give you the answer. So first of all, let me cover these two games in detail. I will start with the Bayern Munich game. In the first minute, things were starting off hot for Barca, as Rafinha managed to score in the first minute.
Neuer, Rafinha! Rafinha! Rafinha!
But after that, Bayern managed to come back.
Gnabry mit. Erster Kontakt ist sehr gut. Gnabry, Kane!
Then the game was quiet for a while. But Barca managed to score 2 goals shortly before halftime, with one being scored by Robert Lewandowski
Es müsste eigentlich gepfiffen werden. Lewandowski!
and the other again being scored by Rafinha.
Rafinha, Rafinha, Rafinha! Rafinha!
Bayern tried everything they could in the second half, but unfortunately Rafinha scored the 4-1
Ja, die Ballannahme sitzt sofort im Tempo. Der Abschluss.
in the 65th minute, meaning Bayern had no chance of a comeback in this game. And as you can see, they didn't even need to dominate Bayern. If you look at shots taken and shots on goal, those are fairly similar. When you look at ball possession, Bayern even had way more than Barca. But in the end, Barca was just a way more effective squad than Bayern was, meaning they scored 4 goals where Bayern only managed to score 1. And then on to the El Clasico, the game between Real Madrid and Barcelona. All Spanish fans were waiting for this to happen, just to see a Real Madrid squad getting demolished by Barca. In the first half, there were a lot of great chances, but not a single goal happened. But then in the second half, Barca started scoring like crazy. The first goal was shot by Robin Lewandowski in the 54th minute.
Lewandowski goes for goal. Lewandowski scores.
And just 2 minutes later, he leveled the scoring to 2-0.
Baldi with a cross. Lewandowski with a header. It's 2-0.
After that, Lamine Yamal scored in the 77th minute,
Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. And Lamine Yamal into the...
and Rafinha scored in the 84th minute
Rafinha, this could be 4. Rafinha over the goalkeeper.
to make the scoring 4-0. If you look at the stats of this game, these are more in Barca's favor, with Barca taking 15 shots while Real only took 9. And Barca had 7 on target while Real Madrid only had 4. Barca also had more ball possession, but this doesn't matter too much because Real Madrid always seems to play like this and then score 1 or 2 goals and win the game in the end. So what are the reasons for Barca performing so well? First of all, it's clearly their manager. Hansi Flick is a great manager, especially known as a person who can do really well with his players. You could have also seen this at Bayern Munich when they won the treble in 2020 with Hansi Flick. Because during this period there were no rumors in the cabin, for example, because all the players were feeling appreciated and well integrated into the team. And to me personally, it looks like the same thing is happening at Barca right now. Also, Hansi Flick does a lot of individual coaching and he talks a lot to every single player, which leads to every single player feeling appreciated. And also his training style is really physical, which means the players are just fitter than their opponents. Then the second reason is that Barca has a young and aspiring squad, which is paying off completely right now. Because they have so many young players who haven't won that much, these players are hungry for winning the title in the league and the Champions League and so on, which leads to these players trying way harder than a person with already 5 Champions League titles would. And also young players typically are more fit and also faster than their older counterparts. With only having a few older players, this also makes the hierarchy really clear, because some players are clearly the leaders on the pitch. For example, like Rafinha and Robert Lewandowski. As these have more experience than the young players, like for example Lamine Yamal, this makes it really easy for Robert Lewandowski to lead with his experience. And ultimately, the combination of older, more experienced players and young aspiring players seems to be perfectly balanced in the Barcelona squad. But also, one has to admit, if you have a lot of young players, there's also the possibility for these to play inconsistent. So we will have to see how this plays out throughout the rest of the season. But until now, there's no doubt that these young players are performing really consistent and really well. And obviously, their good individual quality plays a huge factor in this as well. As Robert Lewandowski, for example, seems to be as good as he was in his Bayern prime, if not even better. And some of the players, like Rafinha and also the young players, seem to be in their prime. All in all, the individual quality of the squad is just crazy, from the defense to the attack. But it's especially the attack who is stunning me with their individual quality right now. All in all, Barca's team looks like a dangerous squad this season. And if the young players keep performing as consistent as they have, which I believe they definitely have the potential to, and with Hansi Flick as the coach, they will manage to do it, they will have a great chance on winning the league and also the Pokal and maybe even the Champions League. If you got any value out of this video, feel free to leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. You can ask any sort of questions regarding the topic in the comments below. Have a great day. Bye.